So let's talk about this map. In a lot of the other matchups, it's kind of a normal game on Gladiator, right?
Yeah, totally.
But what's weird about mirror matchups, but especially PvP, is because you start out on low ground on this big ramp. Like the guy that gets control of your ramp, like we saw this happen in game, what was it, game 3, right? The previous game we casted was that Stork got outside of the ramp on the low ground, and Best had to, you know, tie himself in a knot just to get any footing there. I mean, it was crazy, right?
Yeah.
If you get control of the ramp and you're on the high ground, it's almost impossible to get out. So, unlike a lot of games where we see fights for, you know, am I going to get an expansion up, or can I get to my Templar tech up? In this matchup, on this map, it's almost entirely centered around, can I get control of his ramp? Now, sometimes neither players do it, and then we do go into a normal game. But, this has the potential to be a really short game.
Absolutely. Most of the time it is. I've only seen a couple macro PvPs here, but we shall see. Have to see which side does the more aggressive play. Best has already been opening DT a lot here today.
Yeah.
But this is part of the mind game. This is why this is so complicated now. It's like, does he do that again?
You know, there's something else to point out here as well, is since you're actually in the exact corner of the map, not only, you know, is it scary if they get your ramp, but they can actually surround you with Dragoons and you just can't even get out with a shuttle.
Yeah, it gets very difficult at that point. Well, both of them actually scouting in the wrong direction.
Yep.
Stork scouting first, so probably will end up finding Best first as well. I'm just sitting here, you know, waiting to see what the actual build orders will be. Does someone go 3-gate and the other DT? Because that's the way it ends real fast.
Well, that's the funny thing, right? Is because it is a lot of times this game to control the ramp is one guy can just go DT, and the guy's like, oh, I only have Dragoons.
Yeah. Just like game 2 on Polaris Rhapsody.
Yeah.
All right, the probes will pass.
Giving each other bad looks as they go by.
Can a probe glare?
Absolutely a probe can glare.
Yeah.
I know it's not supposed to look like this, but I always felt like the probes looked like they had glasses on.
Oh, I kind of know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. The thing is, I always...
Like steampunk
I've always
goggles?
looked at all these things, right? So there's two things. First off, the probe, that top little red thing, I've always thought of that as its eye.
The top red thing, what do you mean?
Yeah, the top red circle on this probe, look at it. Or the top blue circle there.
You mean his hat?
Yeah, like the hat thing. That's always been the eye of the probe for me.
What?
And drones wear boxing gloves.
Are you kidding me? I always felt like the probe had a little stocking cap on.
No, not me, man. That's its eye. That's how it sees things. See?
Because the thing is, the probe's balding. It's very insecure about it, so it wears this little stocking cap.
Oh, okay. Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Well, hello, my friend. What's going on?
That's a big scout right there.
No gateways, huh? No DT tech, huh?
Yeah, and Stork is actually going 3-gate here.
Yeah, in Storklandia, the Dragoons flow.
And this means that Stork actually has a gigantic advantage. And he's going to scout the Robo, and he knows.
How
Stork's
is Stork
licking
able
his
to
lips
sneak
right
in?
now.
That's right.
Yeah, this is two crucial times where he got to sneak in, and, I mean, gains the advantage both times hugely with that.
I mean, so much salt probably being felt here by Best.
Well, it feels like Best has been playing better overall tonight, but Stork still has these old man tricks. Where he gets his probe into your base, and then he's ahead, and he's just... He already chose his build order, so if this was DT... Well, I mean, he was scouting quickly enough, he probably would have been able to stop the DT at least. But just that, with the builds he chose, Stork has such a big advantage. Like, he will take the ramp, and maybe he can bludgeon his way down it.
Okay, now, there is a follow-up here by Best, though. Now, Best still doesn't know what's... Well, he's going to know now when he sees his attack. He's like, uh-oh. So, yeah, I mean, when you see Stork coming out over here, okay, now he tries to do the dive. It doesn't work. No Dragoons are killed. Now, you know, those gates, I think, are just now finishing up for Best.
Yeah.
Stork can actually try to storm the base here.
He
and
might.
Just, like, barrel in there.
The thing is, if that doesn't work, then maybe your opponent can get onto equal footing. But Like, no matter what, if he sat on top of the ramp and rallies, he just doesn't get broken for so long.
Okay, this is really good setup here by Stork. Now, Stork's just getting the probes. Look at this. Great targeting. Uh-oh, I think we might be going to our next game. There's more Dragoons coming up here. And this can kind of spiral out of control.
It definitely looks like it's going to. So many probes being pulled right now by Best. More goons are popping out, but right now it's like 2 goons against 4. The probes have to do some heavy lifting here.
Yep, and there's more Dragoons coming. Okay, Stork and his old man tricks. I love it.
Look at that. That's a good probe surround by Best. He's trying to micro, but as these other goons come in,
yeah,
it's feeling worse and worse.
There's no Reaver coming out, guys. And, I mean, maybe Best can hold this, but I don't think so. I mean, Stork's not even making probes. He's like, nope. Nope.
Just trying to finish him off right now. Wow, goons kill each other so quickly.
Yeah. And there it is, GG.
Whoa.
It's happening.
All right. This is what KSL is meant to be. Game 5 twice in one night.
Look at that. He's like, did you see my Dragoons back there? I killed him. He's like, please, I want your autograph right here. Oh, man, Best. The salt. The sodium. Guys, it's not good for your heart.
Yeah, Best really does not look happy
Sometimes
about this.
You need a little bit of salt to add some flavor to this series, Artosis.
Well, it brings the flavor out.
That's right.
That's for sure. Game 5, though. We need some MSG for this.
Oh, my God. Look at Best.